I just felt like saying this, but before this audio begins, this is actually a part two. So if you haven't seen the part one, I'll link it in the description. If you have seen it, enjoy, because ooh, you'll see. Right, but I mean, you've always been an unfair critic of any exhibit that features Rothko, Vic. Just look how nicely it plays with the fancy schmancy art stuff. It's grounding. It anchors and, you know what, sure, fine. You probably have a point. The music is maybe a bit too dated, but you know how it is with these gallery openings. The curators, they want to get on the donor's good sides, and to do that, they always have to pull something unique or zany or 15th century British court. I don't know. You're kidding me. I'd soon rather die than be caught trying to slow dance here. I mean, come on, I'm pretentious, but I'm not an ass. It's already bad enough that I'm at one of these things with you guys, but going out to the dance floor, you'd have to fight me tooth and nail to get me to sway in close quarters with ostentatious, grandiose, fake, deep showboats like you. I mean, how are you doing? I don't think we've met before. Just look at you, just hovering at the periphery. Come, join us. We're always looking to liven up the conversation, aren't we, fellas? To whom do we owe the pleasure? Wow. Just wow. It's just shocking, you know? This event is, rather highly exclusive. I only just joined the social group of these patrons recently. It's very hard to break into without the proper connections. So, you did know a friend, you say. However, did you manage to get a copy of the invite list for this opening? Oh, why doesn't that explain so much? Pardon me, Dr. Smith. It's very nice to meet you. I'm Jeshy Smith, PhD, Dr. Smith as well, if it were. What a small world. Just a small, teensy, weensy world. No, my PhD's in economics. Though you wouldn't know it since I work for a consulting firm now. Beatrice here works for, some sort of global property fund, and Charles here, he's in investment banking. Vic is a pretty good analyst, and, Z, what do you do again, Z? Right. System security analysis. So what about you? So then, Dr. Smith, JD, PhD, MD, how handy. Tell me, what motivated you to be so well studied? Huh. That's a very specific niche of industries. Couples counselor, divorce lawyer, and psychiatric specialist all wrapped in one. You are just too good to be true, aren't you, Doc? You really are frankly unbelievable. No, really, like, how is it that you're even able to market all of that? Like, what do you even call someone with that many titles? The Love Doctor? That has to be one of the most, creative and fun spin on your little practice case. I mean, case write-ups, published research, a healthy prescription of hugs and kisses. It's just cute and fun. Oh, well, I don't mean anything by that, Dr. Smith. It's, just a bit of teasing, a little guffaw, some tomfoolery. Your skill set just is so unorthodox, I should say. It's kind of specialized. Most of us here arm ourselves with finance, real estate, commerce, or, tech is the tool of our trade, but weaponizing romance, though, poetry and hand-holding and long gazes from across the room, like, that just doesn't make sense. It almost sounds made up. Well, I'd say, yeah, weaponizing romance is a pretty apt description for what you do. I mean, you just called yourself the love doctor and all. Well, then, how would you describe it? Weaponizing attraction, huh? So instead of ludus, agape, or pragma, when you talk about being a love doctor, you really mean, like, what? Eros? Huh. Interesting. Weaponizing Eros. Weaponizing attraction, desire, passion. That's interesting. I guess the question is, do you wield it well? I mean, that's just the question on everybody's mind, isn't it? I mean, we're all just dying to see the love doctor in action. You maybe even pick up your brain for a couple of tips. Isn't that right, Beatrice? Oh, Charles, you of all people can't laugh. When was the last time you had a date? No, you can't give me a hard time for that now, Charles. I went on a date just last week. Well, yeah, with the one I met online, and obviously since I'm here, my organs have not been harvested, like you were all joking about. That kind of stuff is so outrageous, No one would try to kill me on my first date. Right, Doc? See? You are all just being ridiculous, all of you. I expect a cut of that betting pool you all had on me. Come on, don't even pretend like there wasn't even one. Because, contrary to what you were all gambling on, the date was fine. Better than fine, actually. It was really, really interesting. Har har. What, you too, Smith? We've barely even met. You hardly even know me, and you're already teasing? Really? You know me well enough? Well, you could always know me better. In the sense, the sense that we could always know each other better, it's as far as friendships go, deepening into something more and all of that. The deeping into more friendship. Friendship, that is, just friendship. Nothing more, well, something more in the case that we might be closer, of course. An emotional connection. I don't want to be closer to you, obviously, but... Really? That's all you need to draw your conclusions about me? So then, let's do it. You can be the judge, Doctor. Since you want to know so badly, I'll tell you all about my date, and you can give me a couple of psychological hacks as well as assess my performance. Oh, I'm certain I can keep up. I'm a great student when motivated. I mean, that's how I got my PhD and all. So, we met at my favorite restaurant, Eden, and... Well, yeah, Z, what about it? I go there all the time for a reason. Plus, my date has a soft spot for city nightlife, open-air concepts, and dishes made with fresh ingredients. It happened to be the perfect place. That's right, Doc. I do pay attention. You never know what sort of information comes in handy for different situations. Anyway, we talk a bit, break down that initial first date awkwardness barrier, bond over shared dread of work, and Then there was a certain mood shift. Naturally, we ended up back at my place. To talk! Guys, to talk! Yeah, I mean, it was nice, though. We found out we had a lot in common. A lot more in common than you might think. At the end of the day, I think a certain spark was acknowledged, even if things didn't go quite as planned. I could have used your help there, Smith. Ordered straight from the love doctor for lots of bed rest. Lots of bedtime little rest, of course. But overall, it went as well as any day could. I mean, not the most ideal conclusion to the night, of course, but I think I played my part well enough. Wow. Cold. For a lawyer, you aren't really judicious, are you, Smith? All right, then. Since you're the love doctor and everything, I'll bite. Go ahead and tell me everything I did wrong, since you're the expert. Show me a trick or two. Of course, anything you'd like. What do you want to know to start? That detail was a little... Okay, so, the way I greeted my date was, possibly a little less than ideal. I thought about a handshake or a hug or something, but instead I went with, a classic good old-fashioned pat on the shoulder from an arm's length away. But, I mean, what was I supposed to do? Oh, that's close. But you can't really expect this to actually insert the sounds of you removing pieces of lint in my hair. Work. This is, working, but I like what you're doing now. No, I know what you're doing. Yeah, I know what you're doing. You're using selective proximity, closing the distance between us with purpose in sharing space. You're breaking down interpersonal boundaries and increasing proxemic intimacy, which naturally heightens attraction, and you're utilizing micro adjustments to create subtle attention bias. Angling your body toward me, tilting your head, and your head's closer, and you're also leaning heavily on sustained and roaming eye contact. This is switching back and forth between my eyes and my mouth, and then back to my eyes again, and words. I can't remember. Yes, right. Contact cues. Physical contact to bridge the remaining interpersonal distance when you brushed your hand over my hair. It was posed as a low threshold affiliative touch, but it was also a destabilizer. Yes, triggering self-monitoring, hyper-awareness, and yeah, I'd say I'm very, extremely hyper-aware right now. Did I get that right? Motivational interruption, frustration effect, desire amplification via withdrawal that would require a calm exit at high intensities. So we're missing one final touch. Well, when I greeted my first date, kisses on the cheek, that they were mentioned. insert the sounds of you giving me a kiss on the cheek. Yeah, just like that. Let's hope that wasn't actually the final touch. That was pretty good, Doctor. Get a room, you two. Does anyone else want to step in and be an example? Guys. Vic, Z, Charles. When did they leave? Huh. You know, I think I'm just gonna join them at the bar. Because, Doctor, I think it would be very dangerous to be alone with you right now, in more ways than one. You know, we always have an audience, whether you know it or not. You know, there's always someone listening or watching. Not that it would stop me. Nothing. It's just sitting out here in the open. Too many eyes. Too many ears. Just alone with too much temptation. I don't know what I'd do. It's better that we have company. I guess that could work. We would be in constant motion, moving around so much no one would be able to catch our full conversation. Sure, just why not? Let's just dance! Yeah, I'm obviously mad at you. It's not funny. You can't just show up after days of no contact looking like this? What, performing your little act and expecting me to just be fine with it? I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Look, I know why you're here. I was able to uncover the same intel as you. The conspiracy, who set us up, why, and what their next moves are going to be. Right now, what we need to do is... What? No, I didn't get a haircut. Why does that matter? Anyways, what I was saying is, we need a plan. I don't know if you have any allies at your agency that would defect for you, but I have a few friends. What's that supposed to mean? No, I'm not. No, they don't. My eyes do not just dart around when I'm nervous. And why would I? Why would I be nervous? You're just trying to distract me. We need to focus. Do you know how many people are on the hunt for us? There's hardly anyone I know that I could trust, and I need you to stop that. Stop looking at me like that. You know, stop doing the thing. With the eyes and the words. You know what you're doing. Showing the moment, unexpected precision, drawing out the smiles, the silences, and making all your deceptively innocent observations. I said stop looking at me like that, or I'm gonna... Listen, I know all your little tricks, okay? They don't work on me. Not true. My nervous system is perfectly regulated. If I'm fidgeting or if my voice is shaking and my breathing is weird, it's because we're so close and touching. And the last time we were this close and touching, things didn't go so well. Oh, don't be coy. Don't dance around the subject. You've been dangling it in front of me, teasing me with this the whole night. Well, not anymore. If you don't want to preach the topic, I will. I'm talking about the last time we were close. When you straddled me with your right forearm pressed against my throat. What? Of course it was. It was your right forearm. No, it was definitely the right forearm. I would be the one to remember. No, I don't think about it. I don't think about it that often. I don't think about it every night or every second or just right now. You're doing it again! Stop looking at me like that. It drives me crazy. Keep looking at me like that. And you're just asking for trouble. Keep looking at me like that, and I'll do something about it. Who am I kidding? I can't do this anymore. Keeping this act up, pretending. It's like I'm punishing myself. I do it myself when you can do it for me. It's just a job, Smith. I promise. You can just go right back to trying to kill me after. In fact, it's probably my best case scenario. I know you like to work as efficiently as possible. Cold and detached. But, let's make this personal. Of course I did. What, you thought I wasn't gonna just look into you after our encounter? I'm very, very thorough. I'd look in all the right and wrong places when it comes to you. I know all your methods, your habits, but tell me, what's a guy gotta do to see how brutal you can be? Oh, I'm not scared at what you do to me. If anything, I'm scared how quickly I'd accept it. You say my name and suddenly I'm compliant in ways that should concern both of us. The script's flipped now, hasn't it? Say it. Say that again. Tell me to stop looking at you like this. I won't, but tell me anyway, because that voice does things to me I can't even say politely. You know, even if you told me to behave, I wouldn't. But only because I want to see what you'd do if I didn't. Oh, Smith, I don't want respect. I want you. I'll crawl for it if you want. I'm honestly hoping you do. I mean, who cares? All things considered, we're both dead anyways. We might as well go out with a bang. Put me where you want me. I'll stay until you remember I'm there. And if you hurt me, even a little in the promise, I think I'd make a sound you'd want to hear again. And you don't even get it. Devastate me. I'd thank you for it. Feed me a scrap of attention and I'll lose my mind. You could ruin me, and I'd still hold for it. I'd ask you if you wanted a better angle. I'd make it so easy for you. I'd make it worth your while. What's wrong? I thought you'd like the idea of embarrassing myself on purpose. Sure, I can be quiet. Shut me up all you want. And if you told me to open my mouth, I wouldn't even ask why. Oh shit. Yeah, I see them. 2 in the balcony, and I'm guessing 3 behind me. Perfect. I was just hoping HQ would give me more time, but it looks like they sent in people to get the job done when we didn't finish ripping each other apart. Listen, if we want to get out of this alive, we're gonna have to watch each other's backs. Don't worry, though. We can get to that last activity later if you're up for it. Well, I'm looking forward to it, Smith. Let's get ourselves out of this mess and, into a mess of our own making. As much as I'd like to recreate the first night we met, you're gonna have to show me your full arsenal while we're in action. I just, have one question for you. Same time next week,